Welcome there, fam. It is another episode number 10 of Rough Sketch, the final draft. And this episode is really all about you, the amazing community that we have on Instagram, the growing community that we have in the Patreon family, the family that we're starting here with our 41 members that we've already got so far. We're on episode number 10, and this journey has been incredible. This entire podcast is literally a creation for you that literally came about because it was a request in the comments from this amazing, beautiful community that we have created here. The guests have been absolutely incredible. From Lulu at the very beginning, so dear to me. I love you so much, Lulu. When you get a chance to watch this, let you hear this a million times. Reverberate how this community respects you, appreciates you, acknowledges you, for lighting the fire under this man's heart underneath his rear end to get this all together and to take this into a real serious career path making choice that I've had to learn. Studio recording, the editing, and so on and so forth, starting to get better. Now we have a beautiful microphone. We have a setup in the background. We have lighting. We're figuring this out. To the incredible guest of Coach Dia, I love you. You are near and dear to my heart as always. I am so grateful for the friendship that you and I have created over this past year, and I look forward to many more conversations with you for the future. To the incredible Jasmine Clemente, who ended up being the spiritual healer that swooped in and dropped an amazing amount of wisdom on us in episodes previous, and I am grateful for the bond that we have as well in our world. So cheers to you, Jasmine. Then we had the incredible Coach Cindy, who is our Phoenix from way across the pond out there in Denmark. And she is changing lives every single day, growing as she is learning her way through her coaching journey and changing people's lives regularly. So I look forward to interviewing her again down the road as well. So many positive feedback, comments from this incredible community about every single one of these incredible speakers. And then we just, chef's kiss. Topped it off at the very end there with the icing of the cake. The cherry on the top was the incredible and amazing Michelle. And I thank you again for maybe one of the most amazing breakthrough episodes that I've ever even had a conversation with. To give you some feedback on that one, fam, Michelle is absolutely incredible. She's just a healing individual, as everyone has commented on seeing it from the video when we had our conversation. Her and I had gone back a few times and just some messages on Instagram, just audios, never really getting a chance to have a full conversation. But we always knew that there was a connection there, but we never really got a chance to have a full conversation that was really on the actual air together, more than 5 minutes, 2 minutes, a couple seconds here and there. So when we sat down, we finally really started to connect. That resonation, as all of you had seen, and of course all of you have gotten a chance to listen to and see for yourselves, was absolutely just genuine and authentic and real. And Michelle just became an instant friend and connection from day one, and I am looking forward to having her on the show many more times, as she has already agreed, and we're looking forward to setting that up for you as a wonderful behind the scenes. So again, today is just an episode really just to say a genuine thank you and kind of go through some of the lessons that we've talked about from the past and what we're looking forward to for the future on going forward. I'm going to have these episodes kind of set up as blocks of 10 because we've now hit the milestone of this first 10th episode. That is now the end of season 1. So now we're going to be moving into season 2. And as a progressional thing with all things that grow and have to keep going through the transformational phases as we've been dealing with the topics here, even on this channel, the natural progression has to, of course, keep evolving, right? The butterfly has to go in the cocoon and eventually has to actually come out of the actual cocoon to become the butterfly. And what we're going to be doing is kind of, there's 2 philosophies in life. There's obviously asking for permission and there's asking for forgiveness. So this is kind of a way of letting you, the family, the audience, the community that we built, know that as we go and grow forward, we're asking for permission and just letting you know to kind of give you an advanced, heads up that we're going to be bringing on a great diverse amount of individuals with different backgrounds and different ideas and coming from different parts of the world. Some going to be focused in fitness and in health and in motivational things there. some still in the coaching realm, because of course that's always going to be our bread and butter. That's really where we're at. This is who we are. We always want to know those stories of where people have kind of gone through their struggles and gotten a chance to grow through those. And we're also now going to start bringing in other amazing content like entrepreneurs who are looking for ways to grow themselves. And I know that we're all still healing from the ups and downs and the backs and the forths of what happened in 2020, and how that's radically changed all of our lives and our perceptions about the world out there. And even the fact of even having podcasts or looking for things like remote jobs and so on and so forth. Entrepreneurial work has now become kind of a whole entire new asset into the world that we never would have thought before. It's always been a viable thing, but at the same time, it wasn't necessarily always something that people really thought was going to be a real genuine option. And now the industry has taken off. The numbers and figures are absolutely astronomically through the roof with the fact of, what to do and how to make a career online so that we don't have to do that 9 to 5 anymore grind. So that we can actually genuinely live our lives, remotely and be around our family and our loved ones here at home as much as we possibly can. So in that regard, it's kind of like a permission. In that sense, I'm letting you guys know that we will be heading towards having a huge amount of different types of content and content creators that we'll be having interviews with. So I think that that's exciting for most of the audience. I think that everyone's going to enjoy that. I'm genuinely approaching this with life and love and an authentic, this is where we're going with the show. And of course, give me feedback and comments if that isn't where you want it to go. At the same time, everyone has their own thoughts. And the feedback so far has been pretty much that they want to see more and hear more. So I think it's a good thing. I'm just being very conscientious and very kind and aware that I want to make sure that everyone's on board in that regard, at least the majority anyways. So, but again, this is really just an episode to say a genuine thank you. We're at episode number 10, and it's absolutely been a genuine joy of this journey. I am looking forward to being at this juncture sometime next year, being that today is October 14th. Let's demarcate it, family. Today is October 14th. It is 1:09 p.m. in California time in the United States. And by this time next year of October 14th, we may be close to about 100 episodes. I fully intend to, by the beginning of next year, start doing 2 episodes a week as well. So that should actually be matriculating much faster as we kind of go and grow here. The feedback and the growth of this community has genuinely taken off and has been phenomenal. And the support for it has been phenomenal. All the growth that's been happening even on Patreon as well has been taken care of in such an incredible way. I can never stop saying thank you enough to each and every single one of you. There are genuine shout outs to Leonore, to Laura, to Brittany, to Henry, to Leslie, to Jasmine, not Jasmine Clemente, even though Jasmine, you needed to join on the Patreon as well. And then there's also Kelly as well, and Kim. So I'm actually going down the list of the names of the actual real genuine ones that are actually already on there. Shout out to you. You are the real ones and you are incredible. So continue to grow. Find us down there and support the channel the best that you can. There's merch, of course, that is there and available. The way that YouTube works, if you want to look down in the link down below, I think we have to get to somewhere around 500 plus followers here on YouTube for it to eventually have that little store window that you'll be able to see. For anyone that's listening right now, I'm just kind of pointing out the fact that on the video channel down below us, there's actually usually somewhere to click for t-shirts, hats, and mugs. And we do have those things. We have to hit an actual certain amount of individuals. So again, this is a reminder that if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, even if you're listening to this on Spotify, if you find this through my Instagram account and then you go to the links from there, if you're on Apple Podcasts, take the time, maybe come to YouTube, find a way to follow us here, give a like and a subscribe. It really does help us be able to grow here, to be able to do this more often. This is something that I really am transitioning my whole entire career and life into. Outside of this, I am working on my fitness journey, growing towards the pro card, doing the competitions. There's another one this month on October 28th. So keep that in your calendars as your positive thoughts and prayers for us, fam. You're always so great about that. I thank you for all the love and support as we go and grow. And other than that, this is my main focus with Rough Sketch Final Draft and growing the coaching business. There will be courses starting November of next year. So this is kind of an episode to kind of let you know everything that's going to be coming. There's going to be coaching sessions that I'm actually going to start teaching and offering. Many of the followers so far here in the community on Instagram have been asking for these things for a very long time. I wanted to find the right program. I wanted to find the right content to be able to go over to really make sure that we were going to be able to offer something of high quality and something that was really going to resonate with everybody that's in our beautiful community of Coach Adam on the Instagram side and Rough Sketch to Final Draft as we're growing this year. So we finally found that. I say we, me, myself, and I, right? And some of the feedback that I've been growing with some of the other creators in the community that we've been chatting with. You know who you are, even to Coach Dia. Thank you so much for the support that you've been giving there, and same with Lulu and Jasmine Clemente. It's been a very interesting journey. So those things will be coming up soon. Going to be using the website Kajabi. There's going to be courses to be able to be taught, one-on-ones. There's going to be group trainings as well. So look out for those. I will be partnering with some of the entrepreneurs that will be coming on for the season's next couple of episodes in the upcoming weeks. That will be obviously announced as those things kind of go and grow. These are phenomenal individuals. Some of them at-home moms, single, doing it on their own, found a way to transfer out of their careers and now growing into making over $7,000, $8,000 a month. These things are phenomenal, right? While juggling raising children and living in the world that we do today, things are tough. These are inspiring stories. So Rough Sketch of Final Draft's entire impetus, the entire background, the entire fervor of this entire channel has always been the fact that we want to showcase the fact that individuals do go through challenging times and that we do make it through them and that we thrive through them as well. And now what this new season for season 2 is really to offer some of the supplicant abilities of understanding how to do what these individuals have done and to follow in their footsteps. Their stories are compelling. And now the new focus is going to add, in addition to add, these are the things that you can do to do it like them. So I want to be able to offer resources. That's what this entire show has always been about. This is what this entire channel, what the Coach Adam whole entire effort and emphasis was from the beginning. I want to serve and I want to be of service to all of you. I have done my absolute humble best and I will continue to be so. It's been a genuine journey. I've enjoyed this. This is where my heart is. This is where my life is. It's what I want to do with my life. It is the genuine calling that I've always had upon my life. And it's interesting when you find that out, isn't it, fam? That when you do something that is in contrast to what your drive in your life is, how much friction, how much toil, how much pain, how much frustration ends up mounting in our lives with rapidity. Like it just rapid fires. It grows in such a rapid, fast, painful way. It's almost as if it's sandpaper against the skin. Like it's absolutely a nightmare. When you start, though, on the contrast, to follow your passion and make that your paycheck, and if you can find a way to turn what you are passionate about into what you spend your time in doing, you can spend years, months, hours, forever in doing that and never once be frustrated, never once be bogged down, never once be upset at how long it's taking or how much tinkering it deserves. Even if you have to start the project and halfway through, something fundamental about it has to literally be redone from the get-go and go all the way back to disassembling it and reassembling it because there was some crucial component that needed to be put in there. It would never bother you. You'd be so thrilled to actually have to go through each one of those pieces and parts and compartmentalize them again, to look at them again and enjoy the process, to put that actual piece that was missing, that was important to the component parts, and then stack them up again to be where you were before the actual issue arose. And this is interesting. This is the one thing in my life with coaching, with being with clients, being one-on-one, being here with you here in the podcast, getting a chance genuinely to share these journeys, these words of advice to be able to overcome the challenges in our lives that we've literally all gone through. My life has been kicked down from day one, literally being set apart from the rest of the world in so many different ways, with being homeless and raised in an abusive environment, having gone through shelters in different situations, literally living in the streets, living under bridges, being abused emotionally, physically, being taken advantage of literally by family members. And you think that these kinds of things in pain legitimately paint out a directional path that is absolutely preset towards a certain trajectory. And it turns out that we have the ability to master the destiny of our own lives. It's a rough sketch to a final draft. Nothing is permanent. We can change everything at any time in our lives. This is the underneath of it all principle, the viable truth, the visceral feeling, the heartfelt emotion, the genuine understanding behind this channel. The impetus behind the entire thing was all about the fact that you really can overcome the destiny that maybe we all thought that was predetermined for us. And every day and in every way, we are shaping the lives of who we are becoming and deciding on where we want that to end up going. It never stops. And at what point in time in your life you may find something like this. Like I've said with every episode, if you are finding this channel, if you have found Rough Sketch of Final Draft, if you have found Coach Adam, if you found my website, if you found this material, if you've landed on Coach Dia's website, if you've interacted with the amazing Lulu Lee, if you have somehow found either Jasmine Clemente's YouTube channel, her Instagram, any of her music that she's composed in the past, anything in that regard, Coach Cindy, Coach Michelle, if you've interacted with these individuals, you've found them for a reason. You found us, you found this family, you found this community for a reason. When you are literally inside your car looking at the radio station and you want to listen to a particular style of music that is only played on that station, you have to dial it in to listen to it. So if you find content, like all these amazing coaches that have been here on the show, and if you're finding this content now, and if you found it before, it's for a reason. Something inside you has been dialed in to wanting to hear this type of information, to hear this type of resonance frequency. It is meant for you. For how long? No one knows. So while you're here, I honor you and I respect you and I'm grateful for you and I acknowledge you. You really are here for a reason, even if it's temporary or if it's going to be long term. So enjoy the journey where you are. Stay with us. You've been with us for 10 episodes so far. We've got hundreds more. We've already got the whole entire lineup for season 2 ready to go. The incredible coaches, the entrepreneurs, the fitness enthusiasts and fitness coaches and influencers that are coming on as well are incredible. You're going to just be blown away by some of their absolute energy. I'm smiling for anyone that is only listening to this on the podcast versions, because these individuals are just so filled with life and just energy and experiences that I'm just excited and thrilled to share their journeys and their stories with you and what they're doing and how you can connect with them. They're some of the most humble individuals I've ever interacted with myself. Out there in the world, we have influencers and so on and so forth. Sometimes it can be out there for many out there, for many of us. We think that influencers are one way or the other. And it's so interesting to literally have these individuals on the show so that we can peel back those layers. You can actually let them just be themselves, their vulnerable, transparent selves, and they can peel off their layers of skin and just be their authentic selves. And these are some of the most amazing humans that I've ever gotten a chance to even connect with. And it's all because of this show. Again, just wrapping it back around to this being the episode 10 of saying thank you to this amazing family. Thank you to this amazing community. Literally, I'm doing this because of all of the requests that came 10 episodes ago when I was doing just the Coach Adam aspect of Instagram. There were so many requests of the deeper dives, the longer conversations, the expounding upon the idea of literally going in depth into more of what I would talk about in short form on the Instagram videos. And here we are, 10 episodes down, incredible contributors as guests that I'll always humbly be grateful for. And they're going to be returning again, of course, even Lulu. She's very busy right now. Coach Dia is, of course, she's got things going on too, so she'll be popping on. I might be popping on to her podcast coming down the road. If I'm allowed to mention that, hint, hint. Stay tuned for more. If everyone loved her, go find her. She's got some amazing things coming down the pipeline. Jasmine has agreed to doing an episode again in the future. She's incredible. I wonder whether or not we'll read some tarot cards maybe on the next episode and do something fun and engaging for you guys. Cindy is definitely going to be a return guest. She's got a lot of things that she's going through with getting more coaching and more certifications and so on and so forth. So she's a little bit busy, but we'll definitely get her back on. I've had a lot of requests from a lot of you saying that please bring her on. And Coach Michelle is absolutely signed, sealed, delivered. She's yours, and she's coming up again. So um, the dynamic duo of Michelle and I will be, I think, filming, if not, being that today is Saturday, October 14th, we'll be filming sometime during the course of next week so that we can get that lined up. I'm just so excited to bring forward all of this amazing content for you, fam. Stay tuned. This is literally made for you, legitimately, and by your own request. So made by your requests for you, tailored specifically as a custom thing. Stay tuned for Rough Sketch Final Draft, and I'm going to keep this one short. Stay tuned for more, fam. Keep on healing, keep on growing. Know that we're at that growth spot in our lives, and wherever you are and whenever this finds you, just give yourself time. Give yourself grace to be able to heal and know that where you are headed is in the right direction. Peace and love, fam. Have a great day. Cheers.